Welcome back to XMG Media. I'm your host, Jay. In this episode, we're going to talk about the recent events that just happened in Madison, Wisconsin. For you guys that don't know, we just recently had a mass shooting that happened at a school, Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin, man. And that's not the first shooting this year, man. This year alone, we've already had 83 school shootings. Just in this year alone, 83. This thing has left 38 people dead, 115 people wounded. 27 of those shootings happened at a college campus, and 56 happened at grades between grades K through 12. I really don't know what's going on, man. A lot of people are trying to say, hey, what triggered this thing, man? Could it be bullying? Could it be mental health issues? I don't know. I don't know. And you know what's crazy is this time the shooter is a female. Her name is Natalie Samantha Rupno. If I messed her name up, my bad. But yeah, Natalie Samantha Rupno. And she has pictures wearing the same shirt that the Columbine shooter was wearing. So obviously, he was a motivational factor for her actions. Now, this particular incident left three people dead, including her, one student, one teacher, and she turned the gun on herself. The big question is why? And right now, nobody can answer. And I'll be honest with you, man. The gun laws that we're having in America, they're a joke. They're a straight joke, man. Put somebody in office that can actually make a difference. This thing is crazy, man. I really don't get it. Why are kids killing kids? Who gave this child a gun in the first place? How did this child get a gun in the first place? Did the parents buy it? Did she get it from the streets? Was it a burner gun? What was it? What was the real motivational factor about was she truly bullied at school or something? Like somebody do something to her? These days, man, is crazy, man. And this is why a lot of parents are scared to send their kids to school every day. You got to send your kids to school. And while they're at school, you're at work worrying if you're going to be able to see your child today. And unfortunately, again, somebody is not going to be able to see their child tonight. They're at home mourning right now, the loss of their child. So if you have the luxury of being with your children, hug them and tell them that you love them with a sincere heart, because somebody doesn't get to do that tonight behind cowardly actions. And it doesn't make any sense why the parents didn't even know. Yeah, I know the parents are cooperating. But how do you not know that your child is that ready to do all that craziness? How are you allowing the police to come in your house and find written manifestos, but you can't find nothing? You ain't there. You didn't notice anything. It doesn't make any sense to me. America's gone crazy. America's completely gone crazy. And you know what? I just don't know where to begin with this. It seems like no matter what law is passed, no matter what anybody does in these big houses and these big old government meetings and stuff like that, ain't nobody doing nothing. Anybody can get a gun these days. And they just start blasting away. And yeah, they say the cops came and responded fast. Yeah, you may have responded fast, but guess what? It wasn't fast enough because when you got there, people were dead. What happened to the cops on ground? How come there ain't... This is America now. How come there ain't metal detectors in all the schools? It's mandatory for all schools to have metal detectors. It's mandatory for everybody to have a screening process before you enter and exit the building at all times. Not just at certain time, at all times. If you're going to go in this building, I don't care if you're the principal or whatnot, you can be the president. Walking in that building, you need to be screened. You need to be searched. Make sure everything is all good. Keep these kids safe in these schools. How come that hasn't been the mandatory law completely across the board? What's really wrong with America? We got more money for wars. We got more money to send to other countries, but we can't even invest in the security of our children at school. I don't get it. And that's why parents like me, I got my kids up out of there. They're not going to no public school. For that reason. That one reason right there. It's scary. the schools around there, I can just imagine what they're feeling. Okay, tomorrow I got school tomorrow, but dang, I'm nervous now. These kids is terrified. The kids that are at the school, at the Abundant Life School, when school starts again, they gonna be terrified going to school. Now their parents gotta go send them some of these kids through counseling. One of the youngest survivors, man, she called the police. She's terrified. She's terrified, and I can hear it now. Oh, gun control, gun control. Let me tell you something about guns, okay? And I don't care what nobody says about it. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. They use guns as a tool to kill people. That's what it is. It's a tool. And in the hands of irresponsibility, it becomes a murder weapon. See, law-abiding citizens, they got to go through so much bureaucratic red tape to just even carry a concealed weapon to protect themselves. But anybody out here can go get a 3D printer and print out a gun and start blasting people. They can start doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It seems like the criminals just get a slap on the wrist, even if they say, oh, we're punishing them to the max. You know what? When we going to get back to I 4 and I 242? When we going to make laws that make people say, you know what? I don't even want to commit a crime. Even if I'm mad at you, I'll just, nah, I ain't even finna do that. When you going to make laws that make people scared to even commit crimes? Because the laws that we got, man, you're going to lock them up for eternity. They still in there breathing. When we going to make laws where, you know what, if you commit a crime of that magnitude, I'm going to put you on the telephone pole and I'm going to let the community get on you. When we going to do something like that to these criminals out here that think they can just get away with anything? America has gone crazy. And somebody really, really needs to do something about it. Y'all wearing all these big suits. You're getting all this big money. You got all these nice houses, private jets. You're sending money to everybody else except us. You're not helping the community. Somebody is literally mourning tonight because they sent their kid to school. Somebody lost their spouse trying to teach these kids. You got 6 people in the hospital. Well, 3 of them got discharged, but you got 6 people that are wounded. 2 of them in there right now fighting for their lives. So potentially they can go too, and I hope that they don't. I hope they make it. I hope they make it. This is crazy. America has gone wild. Nobody has the gall to put their foot down and say, you know what, this is enough is enough. You want everybody to follow the law. You want everybody to be law-abiding citizens, but the law-abiding citizens are the ones that are suffering. We're the ones having to carry the weight when everybody else just gets to run around and do whatever they want to do. Nobody cares. They put on this big fake smile on their face like they care, and they don't. The only thing that they care about is how much money they got in their pockets, because if they did, none of this stuff would really be happening. We have enough security protocols to protect at least innocent children from being massacred when they go to school. No kid at any level, whether it's college, elementary, middle school, or high school, kindergarten, preschool, no kid should have to endure this kind of madness when they're trying to just get a basic education. I don't care what anybody says. I'm saddened by this. I am heartbroken by this. To the families that are suffering this, man, there's no words that I can express to console you. I am truly sorry for your loss. This is sad. This is heartbreaking, America. This is heartbreaking. We go out here and fight these wars as soldiers to come back to a nation that's just ungrateful for being free. We are so free that we just forgot, and we don't appreciate the freedoms that we have. We inflict pain on people that don't deserve the pain that you're mad about. You're mad about something, if it is mental health, if it is somebody bullying them. Get back to the old school, man. Get out there and throw some hands. Let's just keep it a buck. Go outside and throw some hands and get it off there. Put some boxing gloves on and do what you got to do. All right? But to go down this path of mass murder is just ridiculous. Again, I'm sorry to the families that lost somebody or that is suffering, man. The parents need to be held accountable. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what they say. They can get on my channel right now and tell me anything that they want to tell me and give me a sob story. I do not sympathize. I do not empathize because I really don't understand what you're going through. Because you know what? You should have known something about your child. So you need to be held accountable to a certain extent. Period.com. That's all that I got for you guys.